Okay, this is a video on how to process EMG Startle data for data analysis. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to open up our raw file, and you'll notice, we can just close this video that pops up, you'll notice that we have EKG and GSR showing. We're not working with those right now, so we can actually just hide them. So what you do to hide something is you hold down the Alt and click that number to get rid of GSR as well. Again, this is hidden. This isn't gone. So that isn't deleted. Okay, and you'll notice with your EMG data here that it is raw and it needs to be rectified and smoothed prior to analysis. But before that, we're going to apply some bandpass filtering and also 60-notch filtering. 60 Hertz notch filtering to remove electrical noise that's not part of your biological data. So let's start with our bandpass. The first thing we're going to do is click on Transform, go to Digital Filters, FIR, and bandpass. This is going to incorporate your low pass and your high pass. Now, the Committee for Guidelines on Human Startle EMG data says that we should do 28 Hertz at our high pass and 500 Hertz at our low pass. We can leave these as they are, so we can keep the Blackman. Just click OK, and you can actually see this data starting to change. Alright, so we've applied our bandpass. Now what we want to do is remove the electrical noise. So we're going to go to our comb band stop under Digital Filters. We're going to say remove line frequency 60 Hertz. Electrical activity, especially lights in the room, will introduce noise that's not biological data. So this is going to take it out, only at the 60 Hertz point. And you can see this is looking a little bit better. Now what we need to do is rectify and smooth. Okay, to rectify just means that we're going to split this in half at the 0 mark, and we're going to add anything below the line to everything on top of the line, which will give us a data signal that can be quantified. Now, to smoothing is basically taking all those jagged edges, these sharp movements, and averaging them over a period of time to produce a more consistent signal, again, for easier analysis. Now what we're going to do is Biopac Acqknowledge can do these things in one step. So you need to click Analysis, go to Electromyography, and to Derive Average Rectified EMG. This is going to smooth and rectify at the same time. We have to select the channel that we're getting our EMG signal from, so EMG 1. Now here's where it's asking you how much you want to smooth it. Now there are guidelines that suggest that once you get over 100 milliseconds of smoothing, you're losing a lot of data. So I'm going to go at about 20 milliseconds, and then we're going to click OK. And you can see that it created a new averaged and rectified channel right here in red. Okay, and the next step is going to be laying down some markers or defining periods of time that we can automate an extraction of the data. So down here you can see that we have the presentation of the picture, and we have this middle segment being the startle probe that was administered. Now you'll notice that there's also a small probe here and a small probe here. These are just digital signals. They're artifacts based on, not necessarily artifacts, they are, we sent this signal to two systems at once, and we were required to send this signal to the other system in a different manner, which created these additional tracks. I'm going to address that in this next video on how we can get around the fact that there are multiple pulses on our startle indicator and how we can zero in on their response.